So I had the marketing director of $150 million a year company call me yesterday, who wanted me to manage their Google AdWords campaigns, and I turned them down. You won't believe why. So it turns out these guys have built up a $150 million a year business servicing basically 28 different states in the past 15 years. The marketing director who's been with them for the last 2 years has been working on them to start advertising. Actually, they had been using somebody who was doing both SEO and Google AdWords for them. And they weren't happy with the level of reporting or something like that. They said it was working, but they weren't happy with the level of reporting. And they wanted to pursue other options. So a guy I know owns an SEO company, but doesn't do AdWords. And he knew me and liked me. So he referred them to me. Got to talking with the marketing director. It turns out that he had just convinced the owners to increase their advertising budget up to $1,000. And as I peeled the layers of the onion, I found out that $1,000 would include not only the ad spend, but also the management fee. And also, if I understood correctly, SEO and the management for the SEO as well. And I said to the guy, I said, look, this makes no sense. You're a $150 million a year company, and they are. I've confirmed this independently. It's not like he was just blowing smoke. They have clients like Starbucks and OnStar and Mercedes-Benz. And I looked at what they were doing. The average client stays with them for 15 years, spends $15,000 a month, renewable contract every 2 to 3 years. And the marketing director, has just convinced them to increase their budget up to $1,000. And I laughed and politely told them I was not interested. And he said, why? I said, look, I've got nail salons that are spending more than $1,000 a month in advertising. And he says to me, look, Adam, you have to understand where these guys are coming from. They built up a $150 million a year business without doing any advertising. And I said, look, you need to understand where I'm coming from. If they had spent money, good money on advertising, maybe they wouldn't have a $150 million a year company. Maybe they'd have a $300 million a year company or a $1 billion a year company. Look, there's a reason that Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Starbucks and Mercedes-Benz and all these guys, there's a reason that they spend a lot of money on advertising, is because it's an investment, and that investment grows their business. This is not a real complicated concept to understand. I mean, most of my clients are small businesses. They all get it. How these guys couldn't get it, I have no idea. Now, the marketing director, I felt like he was kind of on the same page. He understood, but it's really hard when you're working with a marketing director and then has to go to his supervisor and convince them. And for that reason, I said, I'm out. Now, lest you think this is just the domain or the purview of large, slow-moving businesses that are out of touch with the way things are really done on the ground, check out this email I got from a dog trainer that we contacted. So I want to hear what you guys think. We've got two scenarios. One, the larger company that is dramatically to their detriment underfunding their advertising efforts to the point where it's so unrealistic they're setting themselves up for failure. And the second, which is the small business owner, this dog trainer who has taken a very kind of stubborn, recalcitrant attitude towards accepting clients that haven't been referred from somebody that she knows. What is the mindset that motivates these two parties? Really curious to hear your thoughts. I'm Adam Katz for Branding Direct. If you need Google AdWords, if you need more customers, more clients, or more leads, get in touch with me. Looking forward to hearing your responses below. Take care.